Hi, guys. Welcome to Living Your Best Life. And it's Sunday, so you know what that means. It's time for Sunday Talks. I welcome everybody to the stream. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. If you're returning, welcome back. Hit the like, all of that. So I'm going to get started with the topic. Today's topic is finding joy in any situation. Good topic, right? And we're going to discuss that. And our guest today is going to be none other than the Boss Life Online. So we welcome her to Sunday Talks. And our subject is going to be a good one. I can't wait to talk with Jill about it, plus the audience. Come in with your questions. So I'm excited. So I'm going to invite up the Boss Life Online and we're going to get started. Let me add her to the stream.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Guess we're going to get our padilla on, huh, child?
I don't like this one. I like that one better. You were too close. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. So, welcome, Gio.
Well, thanks for having me once again. I love your Sunday talks, and I'm always here. So, anytime I can help, let's do this.
Yes, let's get it. So, for all of you guys who don't know about Gio, the Boss Life Online, I'm going to let Gio tell you guys about her channel, what she does, her other social media sites. Yeah, go ahead, Gio.
Okay, I am the Boss Life Online, and that is my channel, and I am the real boss of my life. Okay, now I used to work for corporate. There's nothing wrong with having a job now, y'all. I'm not throwing no shade. Okay, I'm only saying that I worked for corporate a long time until I could work my way out of it, and when I did, I happened to meet a wonderful guy. His name is Timothy L. Drobnik, who helped me so much in having my own business. And then we became partners in 2016. And that is how YouTube for me got started, because we have 3 or 4 big sites by ourselves. I think it's 4. And I needed somewhere where I could make videos to train people. And that's how I came to YouTube. Okay. Now, the Boss Life Online, my first channel, is all about how to make money online. Okay. It took me a little while to find my stride with that channel, but today I know exactly what I want to do on it. So, so starting in 2021 January, it's going to be all about how to make money online, where to go to make money online, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. All of that stuff is going to be on Boss Life Online, along with my family vlogs and travel, because without my business, I could not do any of this stuff. Okay. Somebody got to pay for it. It's got to be my business. All right. So that is what Boss Life Online is all about. Uh, my other channel is Team Build with Geo, which is a service channel for people that's looking to bring traffic to their channel, who's looking to get monetized. If you already monetized and you still need traffic to your channel, and you need to have all of the ads read, and they don't get skipped or anything like that, then you need to come to Team Build with Geo. Over there, we have playlist partners, lawyer playlist partners that most of them have been with me at least for over a year. And Marlene is part of that team as well. And that's Living Your Best Life. Okay. And so you can get up to 10 playlist partners on Saturdays and on Tuesdays. It is a channel member only site. And that is because we need to bring in people that is serious about their business here on YouTube and that want to check on the 21st. Okay. That will not, that will play your playlist, and you don't have to worry about it, because we play playlists over there. We are professional playlist buddies over at Team Build with Geo. And like I said, you get 10, you can get up to 10 on Saturday if you choose to, and up to 10 on Tuesdays if you choose to. I go live over there at 2 p.m. on a Saturday at Eastern Time, and then on Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's Team Build with Geo. You must be a channel member first before I give you instructions on how to join Team Build uh, for Playlist Buddy. So if you want to join me, you have to have an Instagram account. All right. Team Build with Geo's Instagram account is the same name as the channel name, Team Build with Geo. Hit me up there. Let me know in a message that you want to join, and then I will give you all the instructions. My third site, which is, and both of those sites are monetized, Boss Life Online and Team Build with Geo. My third site is Advertising Junction, where I will advertise whatever you want me to advertise, as long as it's legal. No porn, okay? And so, oh, that site probably will be monetized at the end of February of 2021. And then that's it. I have my three sites. That's all I'm looking. That's the goals I had. And yes, it's been a journey, and it's not been like a shoop shoop straight to the top. It's been like this, but you know what? I stayed the course. I found the joy, okay, and kept on doing what I need to do to bring in that check to pay some of these bills on the 21st. I just kept my eye on the prize. Go ahead on now, Marlene.
Right. I'm so proud of you, Gio, for what you do because you're an inspiration to other entrepreneurs or those who are trying to be entrepreneurs. I feel like sometimes you may feel kind of stuck, when you want to get out of something and you feel like you want to do it, but it's nothing like having support of someone who's already doing it. And you're
Right.
already doing it.
That's right. They're gonna keep on doing it. I don't care how old I get, 100. I'm gonna be making me some money. I'm gonna find that joy. Okay. That's
I,
just how I am. Okay.
I
I
know.
don't quit. All right.
I see we have three in the chat. Welcome, Calvin, Donna Ree, and you can talk your way to healthier relationships.
Hey
Welcome,
everybody.
guys. I'm excited to get into this topic. Like I said earlier, the topic today is you can talk your, why am I saying the topic is you can talk your way? Oh boy, that would have been cut if it was a video.
Let's start over.
Cut. The topic is you can have joy in any situation. And I liked this topic because I think a lot of times when you're going through situations and problems and whatever difficulty you may be having in your life, you may feel like, how can I ever be joyful? How can I ever possess joy? As humans, we tend to just look at, the glass is half empty instead of half full. It's all about changing your perspective, what you think about a situation. What is your attitude towards your situation? Attitude can take you so far in life. Having a good attitude and having a positive perspective about your situation can change everything. So, I want to talk to you guys about the difference between happiness and joy. So happiness is a state of being. It's just you are a happy person. Whereas joy, on the other hand, is something that you possess. Nobody can give you joy. You hear all the time people saying they make me happy, but you never hear about somebody made you joyful. Nobody can make you joyful. Joy is a quality that is inward. And for those who are believers, it talks about that in the Bible, that the fruit is just of the spirit, one of them being joy. So it's something that God wants us to possess. He wants us to be joyful. He wants us to have all the joy that we can have because we serve a God that is joyful. So that's why I really like this topic. But, people confuse joy with happiness. They're both good feelings and good emotions. They're kind of synonymous with each other. People switch happiness and joy around all the time, but no, happiness usually comes in bursts, depending on who you're with. You're like, I'm so happy. I don't know if everybody has ever said that. I'm so happy when I'm around this person or that person. But that joy, that's something that we have to work on within ourselves. It's an inward quality that nobody can give you joy. You just have to make that on your own, and that comes with time, experience, and also your attitude towards your life. It's up to us whether we want to possess joy in our life, and it's about who. Hey, Wanston, welcome. It's up to us whether we want to possess joy in our life. And I think a lot of times people have the attitude wrong. They look to other people to have joy. They say, well, if this person is not in my life, I could never be happy. Or if this person is not my friend, I could never be happy. So that's the difference. That's the difference between happiness and joy. Happiness is something that other people can give to you, but joy is a quality that you possess. That is something inward that you have to work on joy for yourself. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part. Sometimes when you're in a situation, especially a really rough situation where you don't see the end of the road, you know, you kind of wonder, when am I ever going to be joyful? When is this situation ever going to pass? But no matter what is going on, no matter what struggle, you can possess joy in any situation if you look towards yourself. And every other situation that you went through in your life, didn't you get through that too? Sometimes we need those type of reminders. We need to remind ourselves that I
Amen.
went through a rough time. I went through a rough time, and didn't I get through that?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Yes, happiness is circumstantial, Ruth. Hi, Riley. Hey, House of Entertainment. Welcome, guys. If you guys could please like the stream, I'd appreciate that. So, I just wanted to talk to you about that, and also joy. When you talk about the definition of joy, joy is an expression of keen delight or pleasure. So it's something that bubbles over within a person. You ever seen somebody and like their face is glowing, they're radiating joy. It's very evident. It's easy to be seen. And that's the type of people that we all want to be, right? Everybody wants to be joyful. Everybody wants to have that kind of personality where people will say, oh, that is one joyful person. We all want to be identified that way. But how can you possess joy in your life? One of the first ways you can possess joy in your life. Oh, I saw it too, Gio. Calvin's acting up, right? One of the ways that we can possess, you have the stick.
See, we find joy in all kind of ways.
That's what I said. In any situation, we're not going to let our joy get blocked, right?
No.
No. So, one of the reasons why I wanted to do this topic about having joy in any situation is, especially during these times that we're dealing with during this pandemic, where a lot of people are having financial crisis, health crisis, all kinds of crisis and problems and difficulties. Even sometimes, getting along with family members, all kinds of things, like even having a job or all
Hmm.
kinds of ways you can be struggling in your life to possess joy in all those ways. But you can have joy, and the main way you can have joy in any situation is by what you think about yourself. And when I talk about that topic, what you think about yourself, a lot of people, they may claim to have love for themselves, but then when something happens, any type of situation, they let other people take control of their thought processes. You have to learn to maintain your joy no matter what is happening to you. You can't control what other people can do, but you can control your reaction to circumstances. You can't control what other people do and say, but you can control the way you act toward a situation, and you can control the reaction to that situation. Calvin says that, let me put it up on the screen. So true, very deeply depressing moments in the world, right, Calvin? There's so many people going through so much situations. Gio, you had something to say?
Well, I know I can only talk from experience, and that would be my own journey from being so sad at a point to learning how to choose to be happy. See, there's a difference for me. I can choose to be happy today. I can find something in my life to be happy about, but pure joy comes. That's what I like about me. When I find that pure joy that makes you feel so good when inside, that it just radiates and everybody around you just see that joy. That's the joy. When I find that is when I'm at my best. How did I find it this weekend? I don't know what was going on with me. I don't know if around the holidays I don't do so well, but I'm much, much, much better than I used to be. Okay. And I was feeling this kind of sadness. So I was like, where is this coming from? Boy, I am just tired of this. What can I be happy about? What can I be happy about? But that was not working. What I needed was an inner joy, because that sadness was just so much. And I know what that sadness is all about. I spent 5 years with a lot of money in therapy. I ought to know what I need to know about me. Okay. And I knew what the sadness was coming from and what I needed to do, but I know that I needed to find that joy, because choosing to be happy for me just was not going to get it that day. So what happened was, I just doodling around with YouTube and stuff like that. And I was doing a collaboration with Coach Sherry on November Nuggets. And I said, Lord, I don't even know what I'm going to do today. I said, but I have to do something. And so something came, I was searching around on my computer for something to do. And what I found was this song, Amazing Grace. So I put the song on. I bought it for 99 cents, y'all, online, long time ago. And I kept it because I really liked that song. And so I started singing it. And when I started singing it, it reminded me that, thank God, I am not what I used to be, that I don't think like I used to, that I am free, God, I'm free. And
Free.
when that happened to me, y'all, joy. When I remembered where I came from and who I am today, I'm a precious child of God. That's who I am. You're talking about joy. And I just felt so darn good that I had to put it on a video. That when you remember where you came from, when you remember your journey, when you remember that you got through it and you are a better person for it, that's so much joy. That's the kind of joy I like to feel. When I feel anything else, I'd rather have that joy. I can choose to be happy any day, but joy comes from within. It's how you feel about yourself. And I am very proud of myself, you know, for my journey and where I am today. That I can finish anything I want talking about joy. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You know, I can speak on stuff talking about joy because back then I could not do this, y'all. Okay?
Mhm.
All right. I can sing if I want and don't have to second guess my voice. I don't care if people like it or not. Hey, I'm talking about joy. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That kind of stuff is that's joy to me. And that comes from within how you feel about yourself, just like Marlene said. You know, you have to feel it within. And you know, when she called me today, I said, "Well, what's the topic?" And she told me. The first thing I said, Marlene, was, "Lord, what am I gonna say to Lord? I don't even know if I know anything about that." But then, too, as Marlene was talking, and she started saying that joy comes from within, guess what popped up into my head? Amazing grace. How sweet the sound. But for the grace of God. You see what I'm saying? Look at me just talking. You
Yeah.
know, God got
You,
my
you,
back.
you, you saying a lot for somebody who had nothing to say.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's just, it's this joy that you have that you just want to share, you know, with other people. You want to let them know that you can get through it. And it's another thing that I always say to Marlene, but we made it, Marlene. You know what I'm saying? We made it. We're not the same girls that we was back in the day. We are a whole totally different person. Why? Because we got joy. Come on now.
Well, come
Somebody,
on,
y'all
somebody.
know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
That's what I'm talking about. When you got that joy, you can't shut your trap. You're going to have to let somebody know. Okay? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I'm done, but I just had to just go over there and listen to my song and y'all will hear it, what I'm
Mhm.
talking about. Because all that day, once I put that song up on my channel on Boss Life Online, all that day and all day today, I just feel joy. Like, man, if I can make it through all of that, I can make it through whatever. And that's joy to me.
Right. And like you said, Gio, that was one of my points is one of the ways that you can find joy in any situation is music. Because music, no matter what you're going through, there is some type of music, some type of song that speaks to your situation that will uplift your spirit and encourage you to keep going. Music has so much power and strength in it
Right.
that it can help you to get through anything. So sometimes, if you may not possess it at that moment, put on one of your favorite songs that motivates you, that encourages you, that soothes your mind, that
Mhm.
gives you the strength to keep going. Music can do that.
Right.
Music has power.
Yep.
And
The angels sing, and when they sing, it's so beautiful. I can't wait to hear that. Okay.
mhm,
I mean, I can wait. Okay, God, but you know what I'm
you can wait.
saying, right? And when you can laugh at yourself, that's a lot more joy right there too. Okay.
Mhm. And that's one of the things that comes with that self love and that recovery. I went through that too when I went through therapy. That part of you possess more joy when you learn to forgive yourself from the past. Like,
Right.
sometimes you can't get through other situations because all of the things that you've been through, you just keep, it's stacking, stacking, stacking. You have to learn to let things go from the past so that you can live in the present and go to the future.
Yeah.
You have to let things go. You can't keep holding on to things and being bitter and asking, why did this person do this to me? And why did I do that? And I wish I hadn't done that. Let that go. let that go and move on and live today. Live
Right.
today.
Yeah.
So,
It's just like our friends say, don't let nobody steal your joy.
yeah.
You know, you just can't do that.
You can't let nobody steal your joy.
Mm-mm.
Mm. And one of the things that I really liked about my recovery is that when you start to, heal and get through situations, and you find your inner strength and your self-love, and you're feeling good about yourself, it's like a magnet. You start being drawn to other people who are like-minded.
Right.
I've been finding since my recovery, since my self love and strength and moving towards my goals and doing what I'm supposed to do, you find this people along that path that are doing the same thing. And that's what you need. Sometimes that joy, you cannot possess it in your life because you are allowing people who aren't going anywhere, people who aren't doing anything, to break your spirit. And you can't let other people break your spirit. You can't let other people get you down.
Right. Now there's I was reading something to Marlene before we started this, and it says, be thankful that your situation is not worse than it is. If you step back, you can find the joy and encouragement that God is sending you. Be thankful for something as simple as a bird that suddenly flew by and made you smile. Be thankful leads to praising God for those things. Amen, amen, amen. And that is how I felt on Saturday. I just had to give the praise and the glory. You know, that's right, Bozo. Hush. All right.
Yeah. I had to put that in the stream. Toddler hush.
But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, if you just can, if you're a believer, or whatever you believe in. If you could just say, thank you, Lord, for my life. Thank you, Lord, that, I'm not doing the things that I used to be. Thank you, Lord, that I'm, I'm different and I'm better. I thank you for that. I praise your name. That's when that joy comes, when you feel it, man, and you just can't, you just keep praising and praising. That's the joy that nobody can take from you. That is
Nobody.
the joy that nobody. Because what happens is, as I'm saying all of these positive affirmations, God is just filling me up because my cup was empty. Okay? That's why I was sad. I had give away so much that I forgot to come back and fill up my cup by giving God praise and being thankful for what I have. Okay? And so once all of that happened, I got all my joy back. Okay? And that's how it happened for me. I can only speak for myself, but I'm just sharing with you guys how it is.
Right. And that was another one of my points, Gio, is having gratitude. Gratitude can take you so far in your life. A lot of times when you're going through situations, you're just inwardly and you're just being selfish. The whole world revolves around you, and it doesn't. The world does not revolve around any one person. It's millions and billions of people on this planet, and you have to tune into that. That when you start working on yourself, your flaws, you say, I have a problem with this, and then when you work on it and you overcome it, you should praise yourself for that. I was doing that, I'm not doing that anymore. Look who I am today.
Amen.
That's what you have to speak on. You have to speak on where you are right now. Where are you right now? Are you better than yesterday? Then speak on it. Be thankful. Have gratitude. Say, I am better today than I was yesterday. I have forgiven myself. I am a wonderful person. I am going somewhere. I am precious and valuable. I have a light that needs to be shined. I'm going to encourage other people. I'm going somewhere that may not be for everybody, but it's for me. You have to speak on it. You have to claim it.
Yeah. And lots of people don't even know. I talk to a lot of people, and they always tell me, "You're so joyful and you're so sweet, and you're the same every time that I talk to you." And I go, "Yeah, how do you do that?" And that made me realize that some people don't know how to find the joy. Because finding the joy is how you feel about yourself, just like Marlene has been saying all this time. And if you don't feel good about yourself, if you always got negative thoughts and you putting yourself down, then you cannot find the joy. You have to overcome what it is that's holding you back from the joy. Okay? Once you do that, then you be like me. Okay. Wow, I can do this and I can do that. Oh, I can finish stuff. That's joy.
Right.
And that's how, and it's coming from inner. It's this little girl inside of me, and we call that the inner child, okay? That comes out and just want to play and have fun. And now, it's just so much to this stuff that I can just talk about it all night long.
Right. And I say all the time that you have to learn to replace the can'ts with the cans. When
Right.
you start, you have to focus on what you can do. And when you say, "Oh man, look at everything that I can do," don't get stuck in what you can't do either right now or because of situations and circumstances. Focus on what you can do and do it well. Don't do anything, I can't think of a word right now, but don't do anything halfway. Do things that you can look back and say, "I did that and I did that well."
We made it.
Maybe.
We made it, Marlene. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, and from just saying that, just we made it, and then to meet other people that has made it, that brings joy to my life. Marlene brings joy to my life because she has shared with me how she made it. And I understand because I'm right there with her. You
Right.
know, and we talk about things, what we're going to do in the future. We make future plans. We have lots of stuff that we're going to do together, and this and that and that. If you do not feel good about yourself, you will not make any kind of plans. Everybody is just against you. You don't trust nobody. You got to go back and fix all of that stuff so that you can find the joy that
Right.
you see in other people. Just don't say, "Oh, she thinks she's something." You better believe I'm something. I'm a precious child of God. I found my joy. I fought for my life.
Mhm.
Okay? I fought to be happy. I fought all this negative stuff up in my head to be joyful, to be who y'all see me as today, Gio.
Right.
Not that sad chick back then that didn't know how to handle nothing, cry all the time. And I was a smart chick because I had really, really, really good jobs, high paying jobs. But behind the scenes,
Mm.
it was God in my life, but I was not letting him leave because he had done something that I just did not approve of, and he let my mama die, and I did not like that. But I
Right.
had to go back, and find the path to him to figure out how to find the joy. And the path that he sent me on was 5 years of therapy. Okay. And when I found my joy, I was one happy child. Okay.
Right.
And nobody, I would not let nobody steal my joy because you was not there,
Mhm.
to help me find it. I this is a personal journey. I had to find it, So this is why when I say to Marlene, Marlene, we made it, because we have joy. That's just the bottom line. You have to figure out what is holding you back from finding that kind of joy. I love it. Happiness, I can choose to be happy any day and just not deal with a situation because I don't have no control over it, no way. So that's how I'm just going to choose to be happy about blah, blah, blah. But if I want to just move on something and be good at what I do and be proud of myself, I have to have that joy. I have to feel good about myself. So I'm gonna let Marlene have it because like I say, I can talk about this subject all day long. Because and then I was talking about. I was saying I don't know what I'm gonna talk about.
You're so funny, Jill. It's true. I found that it is when you start tapping into your potential. That's a whole different subject, but I'm
Yeah,
going to touch on it a little bit. But when you start tapping into your potential, and when you start seeing all the things that you can do because you've replaced your can'ts with your cans and your won'ts with wills, and the won'ts with I will. You have to have that mind. It's a mind shift. You have to get your mind there, and when you get your mind there, the thoughts become actions. So when you start thinking, oh, I'm good at that, and I'm good at that, and I can do this, you start moving forward. But when you start thinking, oh, this isn't good, this is happening, and this one did this to me, and this and this, you put yourself in reverse. You're not moving forward because you're stuck in the past. You got to keep moving forward. It doesn't matter how fast you're moving, but it's all about forward progress. Forward progress. Every single day you should have something that you're doing. What is my goal today? What am I doing today that I am going to shine my light and show people who I am? That's what you should be thinking every single day. What am I going to teach? Who am I going to be? Am I a person who is shining their light? Am I showing my potential? Am I being a good example of what a person of light says and does? Every day, that's what I wake up in my thinking. Who am I going to encourage? Who am I going to bless? That's the type of thinking that you have. That's the forward mindset thinking of a person who is motivated and on a road to success. Because before you can become something, you have to believe that you can. Before you become, you have to believe. I believe in myself. I believe that I have the potential to do anything that I want to do, and nobody can get in my way. Anybody who tries to get in your way, step back. And that's no shade to other people, because not everybody is going where you're going. Everybody's on different paths in life. Hi, Sugar Love, welcome. Everybody's on different paths in life, you know. Everybody has different things that they're doing. But the most important thing about this life is that working on yourself, working on your potential. How are you growing? People should be seeing, oh my goodness, the Marlene, you remember that Marlene last year? Oh wow, do you see how she's improved? Do you see how much more joyful she is? That's what each and every one of us, just like Geo. I can look back on her past videos and say, wow, I can see how Geo has improved on her editing skills and X, Y, and Z. That's what you should be looking at, the potential in other people. And you can do that when you love yourself. If you don't love yourself, that's when you go to the negative. Oh, they're always doing this, they're always doing that. Because there's something in you that you need to fix within yourself.
man.
There's something you need to fix. If you look at somebody else and the first thought that comes to your mind is something negative, you may need to take a pause. Take a pause and say, why did I have that thought? I had to start doing that. When I see something, oh, and the first thing comes, oh, they get on my nerves. Why? Why did they get on your nerves? What is it within yourself that caused that negative thought? The first thing you should think about somebody else is what they do well. I believe in 100% looking at people as the way God sees them. God sees everybody as potential for something. He sees your growth. It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to believe it and think it and walk in it. It's up to you. You have to make the choice every day to want to walk in your potential, walk in your gifts, be who you're supposed to be. But it all starts inside. You have to fix your inside so that your life can be a reflection. So the fruits of who you are up here, it can be seen from other people saying, oh, say, wow, that's amazing. I remember when Jill used to be like this, and look how she is now. That's when people can praise God and say, "Oh, she's really changed. She's really something remarkable." So I want to do something just like her. We should be reflecting every single day the light of God. And that shows that you're growing as a human being. That shows that you are you're growing. You're walking in your path. People should look at you and say, "Wow, she's an amazing individual. She's a very positive individual. She's very encouraging." That's the type of people that we want to be. Because listen, if you can't handle small things, well, God gives us tests in life. If you can't handle small little tests of faith, how can He give you bigger things? If you can't handle a little thing, how can He trust you with bigger things? That's the way I had to start thinking. I have to mind my business. And that means looking at my life, what I'm doing in my life, and saying, okay, this is the cards that I have. What am I going to do with what I'm given? Every single person has cards in their hand, but it's up to you to play your deck properly.
That's right.
It's up to us. Nobody can do it for you. I think that was the hardest part for me, is coming from a big family. Everybody would just do things for me. Everybody would just do. My mom would do things, my dad, my sister, my brother, this one. And then when it came to my joy, my peace of mind, my self-love, nobody can give that to you. Nobody can give that to Gio, Sugar Love, Ruth, Calvin. Nobody can give that to you. You have to want better. You have to believe that you can get better. Do you believe that you are deserving of better? Well, what kind of fruitage are you possessing? Are you walking in what you're supposed to do? Are you working your hands? Are you doing what you're supposed to do so that you can be given more? Because when you can handle little, He says, oh, wow, look at what she did with that little bit. Let me give her some more. Let me give him some more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it starts. That's where the potential, that's where the growth begins. Because when you walk in what you're supposed to do, when you do what you're supposed to do, your joy grows, because you're like, wow, okay, I only had this little bit, but look what I did with what I had. And now you say, okay, now I'm going to apply this to the next thing. You can always learn lessons from things. And that's something that I had to learn within myself. I don't believe that there are mistakes. You don't make mistakes in life. I believe that there are lessons that you learn in order to make your life better, in order to teach somebody, in order to boost somebody else. There's always something that you learn.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look at, and that's the positive side. Don't look at things as a mistake. There are no mistakes in this life. Only lessons is how you choose to think about a situation. What can I learn from it? Am I a better person? What did that situation teach me? Are you a stronger person? Are you more courageous? Are you a better listener? Are you more positive? Are you stronger emotionally or spiritually? Hi, Rochelle. Welcome. Are you a stronger person? All of those things come from your inner joy. You have to take the lessons that you learned in your life and then move with it. What did you learn from it? What can you teach somebody? How can you benefit yourself and keep going? Don't stay stuck in one spot. Use whatever you have and run with it. Learn something, grow, and stop being afraid. I think a lot of times that we allow fear, we may want to do something, but we're so afraid of, okay, what if what I'm thinking actually comes true? And I believe that with my whole heart. We ask for things all the time, but then when we're given it, that's where the real fear comes in. It's easy to ask for things, but it's another thing to receive it.
Hmm.
Are you really ready to receive? And that was a powerful message that I got the other day. You keep asking, say, please, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. And then when you're given it, now what? Or you have to prepare right now for the life that you want in the future. Are you ready? Are you ready? And when I say you have to get yourself ready to be the person that you wanted to be when you receive it. So when you receive it, say, I'm ready for this. I was ready for this. I was prepared for this. And now that I have it, I can help somebody else. You have to work on yourself right now in order to become who you're going to be.
Amen.
And that's a hard thing, y'all. I'm not gonna even lie. It's a hard thing to. It's easy to ask for things, but it's a whole nother thing to put into action what you want to become. Because when you ask for things, you have to be working in line with that. Are you working in line with where you want to go? You may just say, it's easy to say, I want something, but it's a whole nother thing to become it. Are you ready to become what you want? Mm, that was food for my soul and my spirit when I heard that. Are you ready to become what you're asking for? Hmm, it's a lot to think about. That's a lot to think about. Are you ready to be who you say you're going to be? Because with, like I say all the time, with knowledge becomes responsibility. Now that you receive it, you're going to have to work on to keep it, because you don't just receive things. It takes work to be able to continuously receive that blessing and keep those blessings, because if you don't work on your blessings, trust me, God can block a blessing. He gonna say, I tried to give it to you, but you weren't ready for it. So make sure when you receive your blessing, you're taking care of that blessing.
Tell them, Marlene.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Just saying, hey, that's a lot. That's a lot. And everything that she says is so true because when I started the journey, I didn't even look. I just had a breakdown at work. That's how I winded up in with a therapist. Okay,
Mhm.
and I was like, I didn't even ask for none of this, God. Why is you putting me through this? You know why? I did not. I don't want to know. I just want to be right where I am, still feeling sad, something I know how to deal with. I'm not ready to go over here across the fence and see what the good part or what you have in store for me. I'm not ready to be all of that and a bag of chips as you see me today because that's how I think of myself. Okay. Back then, I wasn't ready for that. All I know I was ready for was to keep my job because if I did not go see the therapist, they was going to not let me work. Okay.
Mhm.
So God just stepped in there and say, look, you finna do this. And then along this journey, you're gonna find out why you had to do this. And then you're gonna find out who you will become. I mean, that's what I learned from all of that. Because I had no idea who, what, why. All I know is I winded up with a therapist. And we had to go back through my childhood. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, that is not an easy journey. So most people will tell me, I want to be like you. I want the same business you got. I want to make the same money that you make. I want to do this like you. But are you willing to go through the same stuff I went through to get to be Geo?
Right.
It was not an easy journey. It was many a times that I just say, why me, Lord? I can't handle all this pain. You're going to have to take some of this away so that I won't quit, you know? And just by me saying that, I remember the next morning I woke up and I said to myself, this it, I'm going to do this thing. Whatever God want me to become, that's what I'm willing to accept. And when I said that, that is when my life changed. I was willing to hear and receive whatever it was. That's when everything in my life just took another turn. I made plans to do this. I made plans to do that, and I just went on about my life. But it was not an easy journey to get there because you're going to go through some crime. You're going to have to look at things you probably don't want to look at, to make all of these changes. But let me tell y'all something. It is well worth it because if you keep doing the same things over and over and over, expecting different results, you're not going to get different results. You're going to get the same results. You're still going to be sad. You're wondering why you can't get a really good relationship going. You're wondering why you can't do this. Is because you're not willing to make them changes. When you make them changes and you get willing, then that's when you'll be able to receive what God is trying to give you. If you're a believer or what have you. Like I said, when I went to the therapist, the first thing she told me, well, if you're not going to be honest, ain't no sense in me trying to help you. And guess what? I thought about my job and I was making pretty good money back then. Okay. And I said, please don't tell them. Please don't tell them. I'll tell you anything I was like, man, oh, I used to walk out of that room and I used to just be so mad at her. And I'd be like, why she give me this homework? Don't she know this shit gonna make me cry? I mean, just so mad at her. But you know what? I just thank God for her today and that God gave me her. Because I needed a tough therapist. Okay. But anyway, it's you have to go through things if you want to be anything like Marlene or I or anybody else that you see with a lot of joy. Trust me, they've been through some stuff.
Right.
You sit down and you talk to them and ask them, how can you be this way all the time? What has happened in your life? They're going to tell you a whole story that you ain't going to even thought that they went through. You
Yeah.
would never guess it.
You would never guess it. Well, there's a saying that I heard a long time ago is that you should never look like your struggle. Just
Right.
because you've been through a lot of things, people look at the person that you are today, but they don't know. They don't know all
No,
the times where you cried, all the
they
time.
don't know.
They don't know. They don't know all the struggles, the times where you didn't have food to eat, when you didn't have a dollar to your name. They don't know about all of those struggles and hills and valleys. They just see the person that you are today, and
Right,
they want to say, I want to be like that. But
right,
but to get where you are right now, people have to realize that it takes a lot of work and soul searching and forgiveness and all kinds of things, getting into little skeletons you put in your closet and you want that door closed. That's what happened when I went to therapy. I said, keep that door closed. I don't open that door. I close that door on for a reason.
I know who's gonna fill out with that mess, you know? But you have to go, you have to fix it before
Mhm.
you can become who you truly are. And like I said, I had no idea who I was supposed to be. I had no idea, y'all, that I would be Geo today. I'm very proud of who I am today. And this is what I was supposed to be anyway. Marlene, this is what you're supposed to be doing anyway. But we wasn't. We wasn't doing this. We was doing some crazy stuff, you know. And thank God that we had praying parents, you know,
Mhm.
aunts and ministers and all of these people. Even though I went to church 24/7, I understand. I am so glad that happened in my life because I had all of these people praying for me. I just rolled on their prayers until it was time for me to get my own faith. You see what I'm saying? And make it work for me. And I just thank God for that. And I thank God that He put Marlene, not only Marlene, but Rochelle too. She down there. She know what I'm talking about in my life because you guys have been just a joy. And
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not today.
I'm not trying to do it. It's
Don't
just
do it. Cause I have my eyeshadow on today. Don't do it.
but Rochelle and they know, you know. So and when you can speak of other people like that, that's just pure joy. And I don't mind, you know, I love being around Rochelle. I love being around um, Marlene, uh,
Wow.
Beverly Black, because they exude what I'm about. And they are what I am about. And they are my friends. And that's the kind of friends I have in my life. People that also have the same kind of joy. You know, I have other friends in my life as well too. But these people that I just named are my true friends.
Mhm. The people we honestly talk to on a regular basis.
Right,
Like you know them because I always say there's a difference between seeing people on YouTube and actually being their friend.
right.
It's just like on the job. It's like people you work with. They're your work associates, but it doesn't mean they're your friends. But on YouTube, I have found real friends.
Right. And there are lots of other people on YouTube that I talk to all the time as well. You know, but that doesn't mean that you can't you have to have these special friends in your life because I don't want to throw no shade or anything like that, but we all have special people in our lives that God has put there for a reason. And I know for a fact that He brought me and Marlene together, you know, for whatever reason it was. I'm happy about it. Okay. I
Yeah.
know for a fact that He brought Rochelle up in my life. And, you know, and whatever reason it is, Rochelle, it just is, you know. He brought Beverly Black up in my life for a reason. All three of you girls would not let me get away with nothing.
Nope. I'm gonna be like, what? I would call you and be like, Jill, what are you doing?
You know what I'm saying? And those are the type of people that you need in your life. You know that somebody's going to be there for you no matter what.
Mhm.
And that's how I want to be. You know, be there for you for no matter what. And that's what I have learned. I have learned over the years how to be there for myself
Mhm.
with no matter what, how to love myself.
Mhm.
Because if I love God, that's even more powerful. And it's just a love that you have for yourself. You know, it's just because He made us, you know? So I don't know.
Right.
I'm just glad that, you know, I met you, Marlene. Okay. Rochelle and Beverly Black.
I found some amazing people here on YouTube, and I feel like it's so important to also celebrate other people. A lot of people, they just it's just always talk about themselves. That's why I like to talk about other channels, other people who are supportive, because there's a lot of people out here and they have something amazing to say. They have something amazing to say, and I'm grateful for each and every one of them. And the newest one that I just met was Ruth. If you can talk your way to healthier relationships, I mean, she blesses my soul. Every time I click on one of her videos, it blesses me. And
Yeah,
yeah, I say all the time, it's so important. There's enough negativity out there in this life. There is enough negativity out there in this life. It's so important to surround yourself with positive men and women who love themselves, love other people, and they're putting out that positive energy. It's so important to surround yourself by that, because, like the saying goes, if you show me your friends, and I'll show you who you are. If you look at people in your life and you be like, you ever seen something and you be like, oh, that's your friend? Like, okay. But it's a wonderful thing to be able to know people who hold you accountable, and I appreciate that about Gio. Sometimes, like, I'll be dragging my feet on something. She's like, Marley, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, let's go, let's get it. And it's important to have people like that in your life that will hold you accountable and like push you towards your potential. Sometimes we may not always see everything, or we may be hesitant in doing something, but then a true friend comes along and gives us that helpful nudge and say, come on, let's go. And that's what
right.
you need to be able to have joy in your life. You have people who hold you accountable and will help you to make changes in your life to become a better individual.
That's true.
Mhm.
I like to say one thing about the first time I met Ruth. You can talk your way to healthier relationships. The first one that I can't remember the first one of your videos that I looked at. The girl, I said, now this girl here got some recovery. Because of the way that you were talking. And that's how you got my attention. And I'm like, okay, I would love to be in her circle. Okay, because she is coming from a place of joy. That's what I thought about you, Ruth. And so then, as time went on, and you start coming to like drop the link day, I started to watch more and more of your videos. So I knew that Marlene was going to do Sunday talk, and that was the first person I told her. I said, "You should
Right.
do Ruth."
Yeah. And Gio, remember, I was like, I don't know if I'm ready. She said, girl, you better just go on and do that thing.
I said, "This is what you're supposed to be doing. I don't want to hear that. Go do it now and ask Ruth, okay?" And she did it, and look at her now.
And I did it, and I'm so glad that I did, because now I'm addicted to Sunday talks. Like, my Sundays wouldn't feel right without doing this. I appreciate all the people that I've had on Sunday talks, every single person that has come up on here as a collaborator. I learn something every single time I go live from that person. You learn something, and then you say, how can I incorporate this in my life and do better and be a better person? That's what life's all about: improvement and success.
Right. Now, I do want to say something to Bozo Calvin Jr., down in the chat. Now, Bozo, you know you're a part of our circle too. Okay. I don't want to leave you out because you are very important to me. And that's why one of the reasons I pick on you a lot, because I know that you make me laugh and stuff like that. And I just want you to know that you are my brother too. Marlene and I and Rochelle and Beverly, we all love you, and I want to make sure that you know that we do. Okay, love you, Bunzo.
I feel the love. Thank you. Thank you, Ruth. Ruth says I'm doing a phenomenal job on these Sunday talks. She's so comfortable in her YouTube skin now. Yeah, but it was easy. I think a lot of times people don't understand how much it takes every single time I see that countdown going and it's time for me to go live. I'll like I get scared every single time. Like, okay, what am I going to say? Am I going to do a good job? We kind of second guess ourselves a little bit. But I said, no, you're going to go ahead and do and say what you're supposed to say and encourage who you need to encourage and teach who you need to teach. And that's it. So, whoever needed to hear this, I hope you got what you needed to get from this live stream because I certainly enjoyed it. And I enjoyed having Gio as my guest collaborator today.
I certainly enjoyed being here. And I think that's just normal when you're going to do a show like this. Marlene, anytime you go live on YouTube, I feel that nervousness too. But once I get on here and open up my mouth, that's it. Nerves gone. And I can do what I wanted to do and get over to people. So I just think that's just normal, Marlene, being a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I feel like if you're not a little bit nervous and something is wrong, that means that you need to have a little humble pie, I guess you could say. I think that's part of
Mhm.
humility is to feel a little bit of anxiety or fear for
Right.
something. That means that you're doing what you're supposed to do. You should be a little anxious about making sure that you do things in a progressive and positive way. And that's what I always want to portray on my channel. I know there's a lot of people out there on YouTube and they have their channels, but I want to be known on this channel as a motivational, encouraging, positive channel that they learned something and it was something that fed and nourished their spirit. That's what I want this channel to be known as, and I hope that I give that to all my subscribers. And I'm claiming it already. I'm claiming 5K. So I'm looking forward to being at 5K. I claim it as it has already happened. I claim it, and I'm just going to look at the screen one day and see it. So
That's right.
claim that.
Speak it. Speak it.
Let's see. Ruth says that I've been going live for months now, and my stomach goes topsy turvy every time. I have to remind myself that the purpose is greater than the process.
Amen.
Yes, amen, Ruth. I agree with that because for all of you guys who have been with my channel a while, you guys remember, AGO remembers. I know that when I first started, oh my God, I didn't want to do it. See, I was fighting the process. I was fighting God, and I said, okay, God, I'm going to do this. But I got on there and I was like, oh, hi guys, yeah, um, um, uh, today I'm going to and when I look back at those videos, I laugh because I was like, I didn't trust myself. I could see how I'm speaking up now and I trust what I'm saying. I believe what I'm saying. I believe it. And sometimes you have to just keep going until you believe it. I didn't believe it then. But now I believe what I say to you guys now. I believe it and I claim it.
And you have walked that journey to get there.
Yes. Thank you but not on my own, guys. All humility, all my praise goes to God. It's not
Amen.
in my strength. I've had people who have surrounded me and supported me and made my channel be what it
Right.
is now. I couldn't. Oh, you couldn't hear me? Do you guys hear me? Did the volume cut out? Gio, do you hear me? Hello?
But she's saying that they couldn't hear you when you first started.
Oh, okay. I thought
That's
you were
what they're
saying you
talking
can't.
about.
I
Yeah.
thought you couldn't hear me now.
No. But I do want to add before we go off the air is that Marlene and I and mostly everybody that gets up here and do the talk show with her, we are not perfect. You
Right,
know, we still work on things. You know, but the difference for me today is I know what to work on.
right,
You know, I know what I want to change. Okay. And sometimes it takes years uh to work on these things and iron them out. But I just don't want anybody to think that we're perfect because we're not. I still call Marlene and say, girl, I played a part in that. I shouldn't have done that.
what role did you play?
What you put? Well, I done this, that, and this, and I don't think I'm gonna be doing that no more because it caused me pain. This is why I'm saying we're not perfect. We still make mistakes. We still sometimes act out, you know, but we're at least we know and we're working on it to be much, much, much better people. And that's why I think that all the people that I met on YouTube, including Ruth, is my friends. Because all I have to do is go look at one of her videos and go, darn,
Oh,
gosh,
see,
Ruth,
yeah, how many times I watch one of Ruth's videos and I was like, oh, Ruth, why?
darn. She almost sound like my therapist. But I really love her videos because they keep me straight too.
Right. Yep.
But that's it. And thank you guys. I really enjoyed being here today, Marlene.
I enjoyed it too, Gio. And thanks everybody who came to the live stream and those who watched in the replay. Let me know down in the comment section below what points myself or Gio gave you that encouraged you or blessed you. So I thank everybody. I thank everybody. And so thanks for coming to Sunday Talks. I look forward to next week when we're going to have another guest collaborator. And have a good evening, everybody, and stay positive. Thanks, Gio.
Thank
You
you.
want to tell everybody what's your Instagram?
Oh, my Instagram to get me is Team Bill with Geo. Okay. So it's same as the channel, my channel, Team Bill with Geo. If you want to get in touch with me, that is how you do that. Okay. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. Keep on making them videos, Ruth.
Yes, and Calvin actually said something very positive and encouraging. Keep being yourself and always will be blessed. Isn't that a
Oh,
wonderful thing to say?
I didn't know Papa spoke like that. Oh my God, baby.
I didn't know toddlers could write like that.
Must not have anything in his sippy cup. I'm
Yes,
letting you know we love you.
yeah, I appreciate everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you, Gio, for being part of the guest collaboration today.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All right, bye, Gio.
Bye bye. Bye, everybody.
Yes, everybody. Thank you so much for being part of the stream and this topic about how to find joy in any situation. I hope that this message was received by you and you found some little nugget within it that encouraged you, that fed you, and helped you to go on and you learned something from it. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stay encouraged on your personal journey. Never give up. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. See the potential within yourself and keep moving forward. Don't stay in the past. Be present in this day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the process. I believe in you. Keep believing in yourself. And as I say, every single live stream, every single video, just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life. Yes, guys, keep living your best life. And I will see you guys tomorrow. It will be Motivational Monday, so it will be Monday Talks with your dose of positivity for your week. So, thank you, everybody. And for all of you who have not joined my channel membership is available on my channel. And that just shows you just show your gratitude by supporting me. And I have three different levels, 199, 499, and 1499. I would welcome you as a member. Thank you so much, everybody. I have a great day and the rest of your weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. Love, light, blessings, positivity to you all. Have a great day. Bye bye.